Phonology is a branch of linguistics that studies sound patterns that occur within languages. Within the study of phonology, linguists include phonetics, which studies the production and description of speech sounds. In linguistic analysis, there are two complementary viewpoints, the diachronic and synchronic. The first one is diachronic phonology. It is historical, and it examines and constructs theories about the changes and modifications in speech sounds and sound systems over a period of time. Given the example below, it refers to the process by which the English words such as see and see have the same pronunciation today, unlike before, that these words were pronounced with different vowel sounds. The second one is synchronic phonology. It is descriptive, and it aims to discover the sound patterns that can occur. It also investigates sounds at a single stage in the development of a language. Observe this example. NT and DM can appear within or at the end of words. Rent and admit, but not at the beginning. Phonology composes of phonological rules, and according to Goldsmith 1995, generally there are two levels of representation in phonological rules map. These are phonemes and phones. These rules explain how we start from the abstract representation of phonemes in our mind and the actual articulation of phones or what is being said. To give you a short introduction, in the English language, there is the rule for aspiration, as stated that all unvoiced stops will be aspirated when they appear as the onset of the syllable. In speaking, English speakers aspirate some phonemes by figuring out pattern, and then it can be formally written phonological rule. Application of phonological rules varies in each language. Just like how Germans will remove the voicing of an obstruent if it appears as the coda of a syllable. Devoicing D to F, just like the example below, that the word hunt is pronounced as hunt. However, North Americans pronounce D differently in words such as butter and notable, as it not produce hard T sound but a flat consonant R, in which butter becomes butter. Phonological rules of the English language can be classified by the kind of process they involve. With that, here are the 7 major types of phonological rules in the English language. The first one is assimilation. It is a phonological process in which a sound changes to resemble a nearby sound and can occur both forward and backward, within a word or between words. Observe this example. The prefix in, which can be observed at the beginning of a word, where sometimes it appears in, while in others it appears as im. In words such as, in bilabial words such as put or between, in is pronounced as im. Instead of input, it can be read as input. Instead of in between, it can be read as in between. Next type of phonological rule is dissimilation. Just like the first, it is also a phonological process in which two close sounds, similar consonants or vowels, change to become less alike. In the given example, stop becomes a fricative when followed by another stop. The word six is pronounced sixth, where s becomes st. The third one is insertion. From the word itself, insert. It is a phonological process in which a sound is added to a word. A voiceless stop insertion where between a nasal consonant and a voiceless fricative, a voiceless stop with the same place of articulation as the nasal consonant is inserted. An example of this is the English word hamster. Letter P is being added to that word, and now it is pronounced as hamster. If we have insertion, or inserting letter to a certain word, we also have deletion or elision. Elision means omission of a sound or syllable. Same with the other first phonological rules, it is also a process in which speech sounds disappear from words. So there is disappearance. So from the word itself, delete or remove. So given the example, vowels can be deleted to make one-syllable words that are easier to pronounce in a fast manner. Shortcut, just like shortcut. So police becomes police, and friendship is said as friendship. Friendship. Fifth on the list is metathesis. It is a phonological process in which sounds switch places in the phonemic structure of a word. In here, letters are switched to make words easier to pronounce and understand. In addition, metathesis is being produced due to Old English and Modern English. In Old English, the words are breed and axe, and it is being switched into Modern English. They became bird and ask. Then we also have the sixth type of phonological rules, which is strengthening or fortition. It is a phonological process that strengthens consonant articulation at the beginning of syllables. It made sound stronger. This type, there is a term called aspiration, in which voiceless stops become aspirated when they occur at the beginning of a stressed syllable. Given the example below, top is said with an H. Instead of top, it becomes top. Here are other examples of aspirated words. Pot, pat. Tap, tap. Cut, cut. Oppose, oppose. Tacoma, Tacoma. Potato, potato. Cut, cut. Team, team. Kite, kite. As you can observe, H sound is being inserted in words. And now let's have the last type of phonological rule, which is weakening or lenition. It is a phonological process in which a sound becomes weaker. Lenition means softening or weakening. In here, there is a term called flapping, or a phonological process of weakening whereby the voiceless alveolar stop consonant phoneme T and is pronounced as a voice alveolar flap R. For example, the word kitty becomes kitty. What is the significance of phonological rules in language, and why it is a need for us to know? We can determine the proper phonetic transcriptions or representations of these sounds by first applying phonological rules to the phonemic representations. Just to remind you what I have stated earlier, that phonemes comes before phones or phonetic representations of sounds.